Hey YouTube, it's your girl Chic from Chic Say What. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, listen, listen. Y'all, when I say I cannot. We are going to get into it. I want to talk about R. Kelly expecting, would this be baby number two? I think he had just two kids with his ex-wife, and I don't think he had any other kids. I think he had two girls, and then I think maybe one of the daughters maybe transitioned and became his son. Listen, y'all, I'm just trying to reflect back on his life because there's just a lot that's been going on in his life. But I want to get into this breaking news of his fiance. First of all, we're still trying to wrap our mind around this woman now suddenly becoming his whole fiance after he done got sentenced to a billion years in the penitentiary. But now it's saying that she's pregnant and she got a book coming out. Y'all, I cannot. I contemplated if I want to even bother to touch the story, but the more I read, I said I have to bring this to the people because I can't be the only one confused out here in these streets. I cannot. Please, as you come in, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Because as I say, we real random over here, but this is the party and we do get into all things celebrity talk, YouTube viral moments, anything that they talking about, we talking about it and we get into it. And today is no different. So today we are going to get into it. All things R. Kelly, all things Fiance, future baby mama, Joycelyn Savage. So sis has come out and she's like, I am with child and R. Kelly is my baby daddy. I'm going to be his wife. And don't worry about how I got pregnant by him. Just know I'm carrying his child. So we're going to get into it and look at the details. Also, sis is like, listen, I got a book coming out. Y'all want to know what's going on? Y'all need to just check out my 11-page book. Yes, y'all, I did say 11 whole pages. That part right there had me being like, you know what? I can't do this today. I got a lot going on. I'm struggling over here, hoping I'm not getting a cold. And then you talking about you got your 11-page memoir. Y'all, I started thinking about when the last time, that's like a leaflet, when the last time I saw something that had 11 pages in it. Only thing I can think of that have 11 pages is in my neighborhood magazine when they send you the little book. They got some coupons for the local restaurants and places in the area. She lost me at the 11 pages, but sis was like, listen, it's got 11 pages and I'm gonna hit y'all with another book too. So what they say, you got to start from somewhere. So we're going to get into it. Again, as you come in, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. But y'all know how we do. I'm going to first jump over to the shade room because the shade room is kind of where I first learned about this madness. So let me share my screen because I really wasn't ready. I promise I wasn't ready. So I hope y'all ready because I wasn't ready and I don't even feel like I'm still ready. So R. Kelly's fiance, Joycelyn Savage, claims she's pregnant. She's expecting a child with him in her new 11-page memoir. Y'all see that? That's the 11 pages, not 111 pages, but it's just 11 pages. Robert is extremely excited about the news. Carry on. So this is a picture of her doing a little selfie, her next to her, I can't say she next to her fiance. Somebody didn't just merge two photos together because that's about as close as they gonna get ever in life. So yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. Almost 2 months after he was sentenced to 30 years in prison, R. Kelly's fiance just revealed some bombshell news to the world, courtesy of her new memoir released on Amazon today. Joycelyn Savage claims inside the 11-page memoir she is pregnant, expecting a baby with R. Kelly, who has been in prison since 2019. Y'all, if this mess around and go to a bestseller, y'all know how folks be putting their books on Amazon. Next, they be talking about how they 1, 2, 3 times over bestsellers. If this mess around and go to a bestseller, we gonna have to come back and do another live. During the interview with the NY Post, Joycelyn Savage opened up about her new memoir, Love and Joy of Robert, discussing her pregnancy and how R. Kelly feels about becoming a new father in an excerpt of the book, Joycelyn describes the moment she realized she was pregnant. Months later, I began expecting severe morning sickness and was unsure what was wrong with my body. So I'm guessing she's saying I began experiencing morning sickness. So she goes on to say, I thought I had contracted COVID-19, but the most amazing news of all was that I was expecting. She can't continue sharing how R. Kelly reacted to the news. Quote, it was a happy day, but an incomplete time in my life. Today, I'm grateful to God for giving me the most precious gift. Robert is extremely excited about the news that I am having a baby and feels sad that Robert will not be able to be here with us, Joycelyn said. As if he approves of her new book, Joycelyn confirmed that he is totally fine with it. So sis, like, yes, I got my little 11-page memoir coming out. My man is good with it. We are expecting child. Listen, life is good. Yeah, even though he gone for 30 years. So let's see what she said. She said, yes, Robert approved the book and his team has read it through. I wanted pictures of us at concerts, at his house, and lying down together. I told them I wanted exactly what happened. However, there were moments I didn't include in this book because I wanted to have a happy ending and story with Robert. I live in one of Robert's condo and am working on my next book, which will reveal a lot about him that has been tampered by the police. By the media. Many secrets. So sis says she already about to get started on her second book. She hit y'all with the 11 pages. I don't know if we're going to get to triple digits maybe with the next book, but what I say, but you got to start somewhere. So she didn't hit you with 11 pages. Guess go check it out if you're interested in learning the story of her life in 11 pages. You should be able to sit on the toilet and get through that book. So let's switch over to Joycelyn's, her family, they really still not here for this relationship. Like they never was. And that hasn't changed. So we're going to jump over to seeing, because we want to know, what mama and daddy, how they feeling about this whole little situation. Cause I know if I'm over here damn confused, I know the hell they confused. So, let's see, what mama and daddy got to say. Y'all let me know if you got anything to say, because I'm still trying to work through all of this. Because from the headline of the pregnancy to the 11-page memoir, I'm just kind of like shook. I'm shook right now. So I'm just trying to take it in, y'all. So let's see what mom and daddy, what they talking about. So seemed like Joycelyn's parents, they still not here for that relationship. As of even late last year, they were like, that man is still controlling a daughter from the jailhouse. And, it is what it is. So back then, so we're going to kind of go back then and kind of work our way up to today as far as with how mama and daddy are feeling about this whole love affair, or whatever you want to call it. So back in November, the family were like, now that R. Kelly has been convicted of all charges brought against him in recent trial, the chances of him being free man anytime soon are next to nothing, especially with 2 upcoming trials. So goes on to say, however, according to TMZ, the parents of one of his girlfriends, Joycelyn Savage, say they still can't reach their daughter because Kelly still controls her from behind bars. Y'all think this man finna be controlling her for the next 30 years still behind bars? I don't know. I'm just asking. Timothy and John Gillen Savage said they have been trying to reach Joycelyn, and the only way they can do so is through Kelly's camp. The Savages say they have had recent deaths in the family, a grandfather, a grandmother, and family members who died last week from cancer. They received no response from their daughter. 2 girlfriends of the jailed singer previously defended R. Kelly and spoke out against his alleged abuse. One of them, Azriel Clary, after his conviction, opened up in a television interview with Gayle King on CBS Morning and retracted her earlier claims defending him. So in March 2019, Clary and Savage denied the accusations that they were lodged against the singer. But during her second appearance with King, Clary finally admitted that she was coerced into lying for Kelly. Clary also testified at his racketeering and sex trafficking trial using a pseudonym. Clary recalled being involved with Kelly when she was 17 and said he sexually and physically abused her and forced her to get an abortion. Savage, according to her family, is still sticking beside Kelly. The family believes Kelly has a hold on her from his prison cell. Now, that's some kind of hold when that man can control her from the prison cell, y'all. He's been locked up. Well, it's been a couple of years now. The concerned parents have been trying to reconnect with Joycelyn since the end of the trial in September after the embattled songwriter was found guilty of all charges in his federal sex crime trial. Recently, Kelly retained the same attorney who helped Bill Cosby get free. So I guess it ain't work out for him. So that was that. So the family, like, listen, this man is still controlling our daughter. My thing at this point, when it comes to the family, I really believe that their energy, it shouldn't even be about R. Kelly no more. Joycelyn, I don't even know how old this girl is by now. She got to be every bit of about 25, 26, like old enough to damn know better. So at this point, you can't even really put no blame, I feel like, on R. Kelly and the man locked up. Your daughter is doing what she want to do, and what she wants to do is be damn dumb as hell. So, period. You need to just go ahead, accept the fact that your daughter is like, yo, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. This is what it is. I'm in love. I love my man. Y'all about to have this grandchild that y'all probably ain't about to see because I'm over here holding my man down at this condo that he got me up in. I'm wondering where the money coming from. How is this condo getting paid for? Because they saying even his money is still getting stripped, even though he locked up. I got an article on that too, y'all. I want to get into while I'm on this live. This live not gonna be too long, so I'm trying to get what I can get in because it's a lot. I'm trying to provide these updates. So we about to jump over to TMZ. TMZ got some updates. So let me jump over to TMZ, y'all, real fast, so we can see what TMZ had said, because y'all know TMZ be knowing. So let's see. So TMZ got R. Kelly, fiance and alleged victim, Joycelyn Savage, I'm pregnant with his kid. Explanation part, but what she really meant to say is period. R. Kelly's fiance and the woman the world believed was his victim, Joycelyn Savage, just dropped a bomb claiming to be pregnant with the singer's baby. Joycelyn revealed in her upcoming book she's several months pregnant, learning she was expecting after the disgraced artist sent her an engagement ring. She says Kelly is extremely excited about the news, but wishes he could be there for the birth of his kid. Hell, I bet he could. Hell, I'm trying to figure out how the hell he was there for the conception part, but that's all right. We still working on that. I'm still having to phone a friend on that one. Y'all let me know if y'all got the answer to that one. Drop it in the comments, in the chat, whatever, because I'm still over here boggled on that one. So listen, let me know when you know. The big hole, obviously, is she never explains how the child was conceived. R. Kelly has been locked up for over a year. So y'all think maybe he done smuggled his sperm outside? Because y'all know we done watched in movies and y'all see the ladies and sometimes the gay boys, they smuggling stuff in their butt and stuff, and you put something in a balloon. Do y'all feel like something like that might have popped off? Because I'm still trying to figure that one out, because that wasn't his wife, so we know when no conjugal visits popping off. You need to be a whole wife or husband in order to get something like that. I ain't even known for them to do stuff like that for a fiance or nothing like that. Like, you guys to be legally married in order for you to get those conjugal visits. So I'm just wanting to know, like, how that sperm got on the outside of the bars, like how that happened. Again, let me know when you know. A lawyer for Joycelyn's parents tell TMZ they're still processing the news, but aren't willing to make a comment at this time. I bet the hell they are still processing the news, because again, listen, y'all, I can't do this. Marie J. Richards said she can't be pregnant by him unless corrections allow visits, and if so, then they are in trouble. Listen, sis, I'm trying to figure this damn thing out, because she hollering that's her baby daddy. R. Kelly got some strong genes. We know, his two, like I said, he had two daughters that he had with Drea, and they look just like him. So I don't know if everybody finna kind of be ready for them baby pictures to be released when she dropped their load. When we finna be, you know how you look when your family member when the baby born and you're looking at the ears to see what color shade brown behind the ears and see what color they gonna. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do in our community. Folks gonna be looking at that baby real hard to see if they see a glimpse of the Kellys in that baby. And so she talking about, yo, that's my baby daddy. So my thing is like, okay, somebody done got real. I mean, unless say if somebody done smuggled his sperm up outside of the prison for him. I mean, he is R. Kelly. So I'm wondering like, is there a way to where he could have managed to get his sperm, excuse me, to her on the outside? Because like I said, you know, the movies, you know, you always see talks more so where the stuff for people trying to kind of smuggle stuff in on the inside. And y'all know them inmates, they talk about all the time. They get all kinds of stuff up in there. They get, I ain't never heard nobody talking about, you know, sperm up in and out of there. But y'all know they talk about cell phones, drugs, little Debbie snacks, hair gel. Listen, whatever them folks want, they get. I mean, I knew people who've been in there, and they were like, yo, listen, we can get whatever we want. We can get it up in here. So I'm just like, y'all, we gonna have to be creative with how this sperm could have got on the outside. Because if sis talking about she having his child, to me, that's a hell of a lie to be saying. So I don't know, y'all. And I wonder if the court's like, what the heck? If this gonna cause a whole situation for him, like the court's gonna be like, what the? Listen, do y'all not think them folks, them people ain't y'all think they ain't on TMZ like I'm on TMZ and they damn got their head tilted like how the hell, and they trying to figure out what kind of charge and what kind of additional charge can they throw at this man? Listen, I'm just saying. So back to this article over here. And make sure you can still see my screen. There's this letter that sis wrote to the judge. So y'all, let's read this damn letter. Because listen, she campaigned hard for her man. She like, listen, free my man. So let me share my screen to get that so you can see this letter. Listen. She a ride or die. I tell you that. She is a rider. So this letter is dated June 13, 2022. So that means she was pregnant when she wrote this, because she talking about she's several months pregnant. So she seemed like she talking about trying to have a baby by the holidays. So it goes, this letter says, Dear Your Honor, Dear Honorable Judge Ann Donnelly, thank you for the opportunity to share my experiences with Robert Kelly. I'm sorry, Robert. She's using the government name because we're talking to the judge, with Robert Kelly. My name is Joycelyn Savage, and I'm Robert Kelly's fiance. I'm writing this letter in support of Robert in advance of his sentencing, so I can explain to the court that I am not the victim that the government has portrayed me to be. Sis said, I ain't nobody victim. I'm somebody's fiance. I got a ring on it. The Beyonce put a ring on it. The Kells put a ring on it. My relationship with Robert is amazing. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me, y'all. Now, that's goddamn scary for you to say that's the best thing that ever happened to you. We have a very special connection, are deeply in love. I still support Robert to this day because I love him and will always be here to support him. Robert is not the monster that the government has ascribed him to be. The Robert I know is very sweet, gentle, and kind. At the end of the day, he has always made sure that I'm taken care of, and any other woman he was with as well, right? Because you know it's a whole fleet of them. A whole fleet, sister wives and all. Y'all, I still got that clip I want to show y'all when she got into that fight with Azriel, and Azriel's phone went flying. Listen, we going to have a flashback today because I'm going to show that too. Robert's an all-around incredible person. He loves his music and is very passionate about that. He's positive, outgoing, and very generous. I bet the hell he is very generous. Hell, that's why he had all them daggone women. Let me go on, carry on, stick to this letter. He always takes any opportunity he can help. He can to help those in need. He's very determined and focused on his goals, and the things that have been said about him with me and other women being held against our will is absolutely untrue. But y'all know Azriel ended up coming out and said, no, I was goddamn lying on that first interview. His ass had been holding us captive. It's the complete opposite of who he is and what my relationship is like with Robert. Robert and I are deeply in love, and it breaks my heart that the government has created a narrative that I'm a victim. I'm a grown woman and can speak for myself, which is why I wanted to provide this letter to the court. That part. Now, I do believe her. At this point, this woman is doing what she wants to do. If y'all, anybody feel different, let me know. But she's been doing what she want to do to me for a long time, even when her family was on the news. Like, to me, she was grown even at that time. I respectfully ask that the court take my words into consideration when sentencing Robert. He is a great man with a great heart and deserves to be home with his loved ones who are ready to support him. Thank you for reading this letter. Joycelyn Savage. Listen, she like, free my man, your honor, free my man. Like, does this sound like some woman who been held against her will? No. Let's jump back over to TMZ, because TMZ, you know that TMZ be petty. They got this clip. They still got the old school clip from when she got into that, Joycelyn and Azriel got into that damn fight, y'all. I don't know if y'all had seen it, but if you haven't, we about to see it today. You about to see it again. So, y'all, this is a flashback. So this article goes on to say, as we reported, Joycelyn revealed the two were engaged through a letter sent to the judge ahead of his sentencing, asking for him to get a lenient sentence while claiming, I'm not the victim that the government has portrayed me to be. In her book, she refers to Azriel Clary, one of Kelly's other living girlfriends, as the other girl, saying she became bipolar and eventually smeared my name all over social media after returning to her family. So she said that girl became bipolar. She said the woman, I guess the girl became bipolar after she left, or I guess after she came to her sentence, then suddenly she became bipolar. But y'all, let's go ahead and watch this video. Fair use. This is from January 2020. When the girls, in the words of Azalea Bank, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. So let's get into this video. Fair use.
You know that's wrong. You know that's wrong. This is his house. You disrespectful. You're so evil. I'm not evil, baby. I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. Shit. Joy, you were sleeping with me. It's a minor.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Ladies. Well, ladies, you got a situation out there.
Come on, let go. Yeah, because you went to jail. You sleeping with me as a minor. Lying bitch. You sleeping with me as a minor. Liar. You sleeping with me as a minor. You were sleeping with me. Bitch, I know how to fight. I know how to fight. I'm pressing charges too. She's crazy. I'm pressing charges too. Kimberly, I'm gonna start for you. You're going to jail, mama. You're going to jail, mama. I'm going to jail. Where my phone at? Where my phone at? Keep laughing, because all of y'all can be in jail together. Girl, nobody going to jail for nothing if I did that to you. Where my phone at? What the hell? You crazy. Where's my phone at?
Y'all remember that fight? Do y'all remember that fight when it went down? Like, that was when, I think when that money started drying, a lot of people was thinking that when that money started drying up, that was right after this happened, like right after R. Kelly had got apprehended. So it's like people start thinking like, yo, when that money started drying up, Azriel, which they always said people felt like she was the smartest one, the smartest knife in the drawer anyway, out of the girls. But Azriel got the hell on, suddenly came to her senses, started talking about, this man had us all captive over here. I'm going home to my bed. I'm going to my mom's house. And things went left, and they got into that big fight or whatever. So I just feel like to me, the whole thing came to show, I guess, I feel like Azriel was there at that point up until when she wanted to be there too. But then when he left, he wasn't there kind of running things. That money kind of wasn't like that. Sis was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm tired. I don't want to play anymore. I'm going home. And she left. Whereas Joycelyn, even though many presume like she wasn't really the favorite, she was the one. I felt like Joycelyn was just trying to earn her spot to show that she was the real rider. And it's like, okay, if I stick around, then I can get in that seat that that Azriel was in that that she really wanted to be in. Because if y'all remember that interview with the ladies and what was that? The Gail, was that Gail King? Like Azriel was the one primarily doing the talking. So I think that's when a lot of people kind of picked up that like she was like the favorite or the lead, the brains, the brains of the sister wives. But I think when Azriel jumped ship, Joycelyn like, shit, I'm about to shoot my shot. I'm about to, get up in that seat, get up in that spot, show my loyalty. If you get out, then I'll be able to say, listen, daddy, I was your ride or die. I stuck here. Like she was still trying to play the game. And I think that's basically what she's still doing. She's like, yo, mom and daddy, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be. I'm not here against my will. I love this man. I'm a rider for her. She like, she know like this R. Kelly. So and now that he didn't propose, because I feel like he proposed to her only out of, to me, I feel like he did it because first of all, her dumb ass is the only one out of all the girls that he had been messing with that would do something like that and he'd still be able to trust that they gonna still really hold it down for him. Because I really believe she was the slowest one out of all of them, which is why she the last man standing, because the other ones were smart enough to be like, the hell you say, I'm getting the hell on, but this one's still holding on. So I kind of feel like she was the slowest one, but at the same time, she's looking at it from a bigger picture of like, at the end of the day, regardless of these charges or whatever they're throwing at him, he's still R. Kelly. And I think she's thinking about still in the long run, how she can capitalize off of just being connected with him. And even one day now becoming his wife. And now, as she say, the mother of his child, because she says she is with child. Now, the great mystery is how she become pregnant, given the fact that this man has been gone. I think what they say since 2019. I think they say he's been gone since 2019. How the hell you get knocked up? How Sway, how? So that's the question. But she got a whole little 11-page memoir out there, y'all, telling us. I don't know if y'all want to go out there. How much is damn book? I need to try to see. I wonder how anybody know how much she's selling her book for, because and on what page is she talking about her pregnancy on? Because remember, it's 11 pages, y'all. So don't be damn flipping too damn fast now, because you're gonna miss it. I just want you to go and figure out which page in that 11-page memoir do she talk about the pregnancy, because she says she's expecting child. Do she talk about it? Is she doing a gender reveal? Is she doing baby shower? Listen, I want to know, but I don't think I got it in me to thumb through her 11 pages. So if y'all can just let me know, drop it through the comments, I appreciate it. But listen, that's what's going on out here in these streets. I wanted to come and just report it to y'all. So when y'all look up around the holidays and y'all hear R. Kelly got little R. Kelly, now wouldn't it be something if she give him his first son? Because I think, like I said, his other two children are girls. Well, they were born girls, but like I said, I think he had one of them that transitioned or something, and she living her life as a boy. But I don't know if she. Listen, I don't know nothing. That ain't my business. But I think he got a boy and a girl. I think Dre got a son and a daughter now, y'all. But if Joycelyn actually gives birth to an actual baby boy, this would be, I believe, this would be like his first born son. So, and with R. Kelly, so that would be like a whole little situation right there. If Joycelyn ends up giving him his first son. Let me look this up, y'all, for a while. I don't want to be on here lying and y'all saying what his situation is as far as with his kids. But I believe, he had just the two with Drea. Let me see. R. Kelly kids, y'all. I'm trying to figure out, because y'all don't act like I'm only one thinking. Didn't one of the kids transition or something, or now they living their life as a boy and it was a girl? Y'all don't make me feel like I'm the only one talking like this. It is okay. So I just Googled R. Kelly's children. It's coming up with 3. So he got 3 kids with Drea. Okay, so let me jump over to this article, because I just found something about some kids, because I was just going off of memory and I was just recalling 2, but this talking about 3. So this is saying, let me see. This said R. Kelly's kids, everything to know about his 3 children and relationship with their dad. So he got 3 kids. Okay. So this is Joanne Kelly. Okay, I remember that one. That's Joanne. And then who else we got? Okay, Jay is the one I think that was initially somebody else, but she turned into Jay. And then there's Robert Kelly Jr. So he does have a son already. Okay, listen, I knew I wasn't tripping about the girl or somebody transitioned, but he had 3, I guess, with Drea. So he does have Robert Kelly Jr. So I stand corrected. Not Azriel, but Joycelyn wouldn't give him his first son. It would be maybe a second son and be his 4th child. So listen, baby. So I guess Joanne Kelly, I think Joanne's his oldest right here. So Joanne about to have her little sibling. Joanne, Jay, and Robert Kelly Jr. Y'all get ready. Y'all about to be babysitting. Y'all about to have y'all little baby brother, sister coming up. Like I said, she talking about she's several months pregnant. I'm thinking a baby gonna be here before the year out, by around Thanksgiving time, y'all. Before the year out, because you're only pregnant for about 10 months. She said she's several months. So I'm looking for a baby to be born this year. But it is what it is. Whether, listen, what they say, you like it, I love it. So it's some mess. It's some foolery. I bet you the mama and the daddy are at a loss of words. Because what do you say? This woman is, grown as hell by now. I don't know how old Joycelyn Savage is, but she older damn enough to know better is what they say. So listen, at this point, I'm not even blaming R. Kelly on anything pertaining to what's going on with Joycelyn Savage and the decisions she makes, because she's a grown woman at this point. She's choosing to be there, just as Azriel made the decision a couple of years back to jump ship. What was that, in 2020 she jumped ship? So she's been gone about 2 years, chalk the deuces, and then didn't look back. She kept going. So I feel like Joycelyn is choosing to stay, and that's her business. So at this point, it is what it is. I don't look at her, as a victim. I wasn't even looking at her really as a victim when her parents were doing a press conference trying to get her to come back home. I guess a few years ago, when they were on the news saying, he was holding her, no, at this point, it is what it is. So mama and daddy just kind of got to accept the fact that their daughter is just in a whole relationship with a man that they don't approve of. And they're not the only parents out here in the world who have children who are in relationships that the parents don't approve of. I mean, that is life, but she's a grown-up right now, and she's allegedly pregnant, from what she's saying in her 11-page memoir. So y'all go cop that. She's saying it's on Amazon. So check it out. Come back. Definitely let me know, how was the read? If there's anything outside of what we've covered in her little 11-page memoir, because the people want to know. But that's what I got for y'all. So thank you for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Because as I say, we real random over here, but we definitely get into it. So I will drop the links in the description for these sites that we covered to get this information about Joycelyn Savage and R. Kelly. So again, Joycelyn Savage is stating that she's pregnant with his baby. She's several months pregnant, and she's saying it is R. Kelly's baby. It is R. Kelly's baby. Sis is not talking yet on how the baby was conceived, but what she's saying is what you need to know is that it is her fiance, Robert Kelly's baby. So there it is, y'all. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And this is Chic signing out, and I will catch you on the next broadcast. Peace.